Hello, and welcome to Superintendent's Corner. I'm your host, LJ Norvell for BSTN, and today joining me is Superintendent Neifer.
Afternoon. Thanks for having me, LJ.
Of course. Today we're in the BPAC, as this will be the place to be for Project Mayhem. What can you tell us a bit about that?
Well, excited. I mean, what a great event this is for our kids to showcase their talents, right? You know, we're getting close. It's coming up this Friday night, and historically, this is a sellout event for us. It is my understanding there's a few tickets left. So anybody looking to get tickets at this point, you can get them at door 1 here at the high school between 7 and 2:30. If you have any questions about that, you can reach us here at the high school. The number up here is 330-758-7511. And I understand that there is possibility of getting tickets at the door, but if I were you, I wouldn't wait that long, LJ. It's my understanding this thing typically sells out before then. But we're really looking forward to the event Friday night.
Yep, I can't wait for Project Mayhem. And I've heard several times we've talked about Portrait of Graduate. That's wrapped up and it's ready to debut. What can you tell us a bit about that?
Yeah, sure. You know, what a great project this has been for us. The board approved our final document last night. We had about 60 community members that were involved in this get together and really kind of hammer out this idea of, you know, not only do we want kids to graduate, but we want them to graduate with the right skills and the right characteristics to make them successful out in the real world. And I think we really captured that. You know, that document is going to be available out on our website. Actually, our tech guys are already starting to find other mediums we can put it out at, and I think it's something that'll be very visible over the course of the next month or so. And it's certainly at the table as we're talking about setting goals and expectations for next school year.
Of course, and I heard as it finished, we had a new name, Portrait of a Spartan. Is that true?
That is true. You know, this Portrait of a Graduate is something that many school districts do, and the more and more we got into it, and the more we embraced this idea in this project, the more people wanted to really make sure that it embodied what we are here in Boardman. So we did shift the name to Portrait of a Spartan because it is specific to what we want for our kids.
Of course, and as we head into spring break, are there any updates with our website or anything like that we need to know about?
Yeah, sure. You know, we are going to be rolling out our new website here actually at the end of this week. You know, that was part of our strategic plan, was to evaluate our communication systems. You know, we were fortunate that it kind of coincided with a few other things. You know, our contract was up with our current provider for our website, and Remind, which we use a lot, is going away. So we had to find some other ways to do it, and we're hopeful that we found some better ways to do it. We've switched providers. We've gone to a new company called Aptigee. That company is not only going to provide us with our new website and our new app. You know, they'll contain a lot of the same information, but just like we currently have, you know, some of them are a little bit easier to get to when you're on your cell phone, and just different ways to look for that kind of information. And Aptigee also has a product called Rooms, which is going to take the place of Remind. So you're going to see some information about Rooms coming out end of April, early May, as we train our staff up on how to use this, and we get parents used to it, and we get them some more information, and it'll be full scale, ready to go for next school year. So excited about that, and we hope it improves our communication even better than it currently is.
Well, we'll definitely keep an eye out for that. And like always, is there anything else you would like to add today?
Yeah, you know, just that reminder, we do have a levy coming up on the ballot May 5th. It is a 5-year straight renewal, so no new taxes. I just want to remind people, because you're going to start seeing information coming out. You know, our levy committee, Friends of Boardman Schools, they've been working really hard. You're going to see a new website coming out, information in the mail, you know, some yard signs, just as a reminder of the importance of that 5.9 mil levy that is on the ballot May 5th.
Of course. And that's it, folks. I'm LJ Norvell for BSTN, and have a great day, Spartans.